Hello my fellow gamers, welcome to another episode of Revisiting Old Games, where we play old games to see if they still hold up and if they are still worth playing present day or year or whatever. In this episode we are taking a look at F.E.A.R, one of the best action horror games of its time. Is this game still good in 2022 or is it something you should avoid? Let's get into the video. If you are watching on Instagram, you might want to move over to YouTube because this video is going to be very long and Instagram supports videos of 15 minutes long. So let's get into the discussion. Should I say this is a review or discussion? Whatever, man. I just played the game and I found some things I want to talk about. So, I played F.E.A.R for the first time and holy shit, this game is scary as fuck. I did not play this game franchise in sequence. I played them in reverse, if this is the term I'm going to use. I played part 3 first, then I played part 2, and then I played part 1. First time I played part 3 was around 2015 or so, and I played part 2 around 2019, and then I played part 3 this year, and I have a lot to say about this game. I heard part 2 and 3 were not good sequels to the game, so I decided to finally play part 1 and holy shit, thank God I did. I have finally played all 3 games in the franchise and I can boldly say F.E.A.R part 1 is the best of the 3. Although F.E.A.R part 1 has 2 expansion pack, or otherwise what we will consider as DLC today. So the expansion pack is F.E.A.R Extraction Point and F.E.A.R Perseus Mandate. I couldn't finish Extraction Point because the game kept freezing at one exact point in a mission called the L. So basically I just had to take the L or something. But I was able to play and finish F.E.A.R Perseus Mandate. But I encountered a very annoying bug which I will talk about later in the video. So before we go deep into the discussion, let's know some details about the game. This game was released in 2005 and is available for Windows, Xbox 360 and PS3. So if you are still playing games on Xbox 360, this game is available for you. If you are still playing on a PS3, you can still play this game on your PS3. This game was developed by Monolith Productions. So what about the game reception? Did people like this game? Was the game well received? How was the game rating? Was the game trash when it was released, or was the game good and it has been good ever since? So let's take a look at some of the ratings online. IGN gave this game 9.1 out of 10. GameSpot gave this game 9.1 out of 10. So let's take a look at Metacritic. Critics gave this game 88%. Then look at the user ratings. It is 8.3 out of 10. Games Radar 4 out of 5. Then Steam, when we look at the rating on Steam, it is very positive. So what about PC requirements? This is the requirements according to Steam. I'm sure a lot of modern PC can run this game without issues. You don't even need graphics card to run this game at very high settings with high frame rate. Your integrated graphics card will do just fine. So this is my hardware. Core i7 10th gen CPU, Nvidia RTX 2060 6GB of VRAM, 32GB of RAM, 4TB SSD. This game was played on Acer Predator Helios 300 laptop and not a desktop gaming PC. So if you can perform very well on a gaming laptop, definitely it's going to do very well on your gaming PC. So F.E.A.R is an action horror game. There are a lot of creepy things in this game like hallucinations, ghosts, very weird things. Rooms suddenly going dark, blood everywhere. The game is just full of a lot of weird creepy things. And there is always this tension I was feeling while playing this game. Never a dull moment or never a moment of relaxation. I was always alert because I don't know when the next jump scare or creepy thing was going to happen. This game has tension. Tension. Like I said earlier in the video, I played part 3, then I played part 2, and then I played part 1. I didn't think part 3 was that scary, to be honest. Part 2 was even way more scarier than part 3 if we are going to compare the two. But then when I played part 1, oh boy, this game is the scariest. I think this game is the best in the franchise, and this game is fucking scary and very creepy. I mean, this game has jump scares, like jump scares that will make you scared, like genuinely scared. Part 2 was part 3 was not really that scary. My younger brother was telling me that he could not play F.E.A.R 3 because the game was scary to him. I played F.E.A.R 3 and I was like, what's so scary about this game? The game was not that scary. But part 1, So, is this game an open world game, or is this a linear game? Is this an RPG? Do you need to grind? Do you need to upgrade whatever? Well, the only thing you need to upgrade is your health bar and your reflex. I'll get to that later in the video. The game is linear as a straight line. Like, this game is so goddamn linear. All roads lead to one place. Straight to the point horror game. Obviously, since this is an old game, the mechanics won't be as modern as Call of Duty. But this game was excellent for its time when it was released. In this game, you have the ability to slow down time, which is called reflex. Max Payne has it, and they call their own bullet time, but this game called their own reflex. There is no auto recover where you hide behind cover to recover from taking damage like Call of Duty. You see, in Call of Duty, when you're in combat and you're taking damage, you can hide and your character will auto recover. But this game, there is nothing like that. You have to use med kit or first aid kit or first aid box or whatever you call it. You can carry up to 10 med kits or first aid kits or whatever it is, kits or kits, first aid box. And this is not an RPG where you upgrade your armor, your weapons and stuff like that. There is no looting in this game. You can upgrade your health, you can upgrade your reflex, but the only way to do it is that you have to find and pick up something that looks like an injection. The blue one permanently increases your health and the green one permanently increases your reflex. So let's talk about the weapons in this game. How many weapons can you carry at a time? Are the weapons trash? Do you get good weapon selection? So here are the list of weapons. First, we have the pistol. Finding ammo for the pistol is very easy, very light, quick to reload. There is the 9mm submachine gun, very effective. Ammo is very easy to find. Then there is the 5.56 assault rifle. Ammo is also very easy to find. There is the 7.62mm ASP rifle. This is a 3-burst semi-automatic rifle. There is the combat shotgun. Very effective for close range combat. This gun can rip your enemies to shreds. There is the 10mm HV penetrator. This is basically a nail gun. This gun has high damage. Just be careful how you use the gun because finding ammo for this gun is not that easy. There is the Type 7 particle weapon. This gun melts your enemies, basically turns your enemies to human stew or human soup. Melts them on the spot. Very powerful weapon. I use this weapon most of the time when I'm fighting mech or those commanders. Finding ammo for this gun is not that easy. There is the MP50 repeating cannon. This gun is a beast. Deals heavy damage. I use this gun most times when I'm fighting the mech. Fire rate is very slow, but this gun is a beast. Like, I think this is one of the best guns in the game. But finding ammo for this gun is very difficult. Then we have the multi-rocket launcher. This rocket launcher fires 3 rockets at a time. Very effective when fighting mechs. Ammo is extremely hard to find, and most of the time when I see this weapon, I know that I am about to fight a mech, so just keep that in mind. There is the frag grenade, there is the proximity mine, and remote bomb. I did not really use the grenade in this game. I did not really use the proximity mine and the remote bomb. You carry maximum of 3 weapons in the game, so you have to pick the weapons that fit your playstyle. Are you a submachine gunner? Are you an assault rifle gunner? Or are you a shotgunner, or whatever kind of playstyle you use. For those playing this game on Windows 11 and Windows 10, the game may start lagging after a few minutes of playing. It is not your PC. Your PC is just fine. It is not your graphics card. There is a bug in the game, and I will put a link in the description on how to fix the bug. So don't worry, when you start experiencing lag in the game, the problem is not from your PC. The problem is from the game. So let's talk about the bullet time or reflex. Like I said earlier in the video, you can slow down time during combat, and I think this is one of the coolest features of the game. Check out the bullet effect while using reflex. Just look at how cool and how sweet it is. One part that impressed me was when I was fighting a mech and using reflex. Damn, just look at how cool this thing is. Like, this thing is cool. And this leads me to talk about the graphics. It is obvious that this game will have bad graphics and dated graphics because it is an old game. But does bad graphics mean bad game? It is not always the case. This game was released in 2005, and as a very old gamer like me, I have been gaming even in 2005. So if I had played this game in 2005, this game would have looked amazing. Like, this game would have looked like a visual masterpiece. So if you are now looking at the game in 2022, this game looked like a mobile game. I grew up playing games like Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color. So we have seen the improvements of video game graphics over the years. Because a game has bad graphics does not mean the game is bad, especially for someone like me that is an old gamer. Some of my viewers probably were not even born in 2005, or even those that were born around that time were probably children. I am not saying this to mock them. It's just that different gamers, different era, different generation, and different visuals. In my time, we played games with terrible graphics. Some of them we knew that the graphics was bad, but we enjoyed the game. But modern day gamers want to play RTX 3080 Ti, 4K, ultra resolution, 150,000 FPS. If that's your thing, well, to each their own. But for a gamer like me, I've been playing games with terrible graphics, and some of those games have very good story. They were very fun to play, because as far as I'm concerned, the most important thing in a game is the fun factor. Is the game fun to play? Is the game good to play? So that's what I'm after. I don't usually prioritize visuals and graphics. Some games are beautiful garbage, like Mass Effect Andromeda and Anthem. Yes, there are some visually cool things in Mass Effect Andromeda, but that game is a beautiful mess. Then there's games like Hades with very simple basic graphics, but that game is a masterpiece. So graphics does not always mean the game is a good game. Don't let the old looking graphics make you steer away from this game. Just go give it a try, especially now that the game is cheap. Sometimes they run sales, so if you're lucky you can buy F.E.A.R 1, 2, 3 as a bundle. So what about the difficulty? Is this game as difficult as Dark Souls? Don't worry, relax. The game is not that difficult. This game can be quite challenging on moderate, or should I say medium, difficulty settings. At first the game was challenging, but after playing for a while I got used to the game mechanics and the game started to feel kind of easy. But if you don't want to stress yourself, you can always drop the difficulty settings to easy. But if you want to challenge yourself, if you want to do Doom Eternal kind of badassery, you can always increase the difficulty to hard. Something I should add is, this game did not recognize my game controller. I tried to play the game with my game controller, but it did not find it, it did not recognize it. So for those that want to use their controller to play this game, maybe it's my controller, maybe it's my setup, I don't know. Anyway, just try and see if your game controller will work for this game. I tried my own, it did not work, so I played and beat the game using keyboard and mouse. So I played this game using headphones, and I feel like I did myself dirty using headphones. This game has scary and creepy background music and sound that makes the game even scarier and more immersive. The sound increases the tension that I had to even stop using headphones, and I was using the laptop speakers so I won't have to be hearing those weird scary sounds. Yes, some of you will say I am a pussy and I am not brave enough to play this game like a man, like an alpha chad, like a chad, like a mega chad. I want to be able to sleep at night. I don't want to be playing game and then every 5 minutes I'll be looking back to see if one scary thing is staring at me in a very creepy way. No. So I had to stop using the headphones and I was playing the game with the laptop speaker. But if you want to play the game with headphones and completely immerse yourself with that horrorness, with the scariness, feel free to use your headphones. how complicated is the story, or how good or how bad is the story? The story is pretty basic. You play as a silent protagonist called Point Man. No name, no face. You just play as the Point Man. And the story is simple, straight to the point. This is not the type of story that will make you gaze into the stars, gaze into the skies, and ponder the meaning of life. And then you start to think about how you are wasting your life playing this game, or whether you are not wasting your life, or why are you even watching this video, or why do you even exist and stuff like that. No. This game is just straight to the point, basic, not something too complicated. The summary of the story is they wanted to create soldiers that had psychic link to a commander. The commander controls those soldiers with his mind. Those soldiers are called replicas, but something went wrong. Also, there is this girl or this woman you keep seeing in the game, Alma. She's very important. The reason why we keep seeing horror and scary and weird creepy things in this game is because of her. I'm not going to spoil the story. Play the game to find out how all these things are linked together. So other things about the game is, this is not an RPG game, this is not an open world game like I said earlier in the video. It is linear, there is no grinding, voice acting is good. And then there was something that was very annoying that I experienced in this game. That fat guy, like I hated that fat guy. I just always wanted to kill that guy. What the hell did I do to the guy to deserve all the wickedness and the evil treatment that the guy was giving me? What did I do? Like the guy pissed me off so much, I was longing to whack that guy. But in the end, the game did not give me the pleasure of killing him. Like, why? Somebody else shot him, and then when I got there, he was just breathing for like, like I just wanted to pop his head. Like, Let's move on. Overall, what do I think about this game? I think F.E.A.R is the best game in the franchise. Straight to the point action horror game that is very tense and immersive. If I were to rate this game today, I would give this game a solid 8.5 out of 10. Even though the graphics and the mechanics are dated, I believe the game is worth playing. I am not going to give it 9.1 and whatever, or like IGN. 8.5 is a good score. It's a good score. So, what about F.E.A.R Extraction Point? Like I said, I was not able to finish the game, so I'm not really going to talk about it that much. The only thing I can say is that this is a direct continuation of the F.E.A.R Part 1 game, like the base game. So, that's just all I'll say. Since the game kept freezing in that mission, it just kept freezing. It was annoying. Anyway, what about F.E.A.R Perseus Mandate? I think F.E.A.R Perseus Mandate was a complete waste of my time. The game is supposed to be an expansion pack, like DLC or something. But I feel like this expansion pack or DLC or whatever, I feel like this game was just bland and pointless. Perseus Mandate went from being challenging to straight up annoyance. Like the enemies just started to become annoying. The base game was challenging but enjoyable. But for this expansion pack, I just wanted the game to be over. Like I just wanted the game to end. It was getting annoying. The hallucinations were not scary. It was more of an annoyance and inconvenience. Like why did they even make this game? Why? This game was pointless. Perseus Mandate was pointless. When playing Perseus Mandate and you're playing on the ultra mega high ultra settings, you will start experiencing an error like this. The error is saying disconnected from server. The only way I found to fix this error or this bug is to drop the settings to minimum, and then when you pass that place that is showing you disconnected from server, then you have to go back and increase the settings back to maximum graphic settings, and then later it shows you disconnected from server, and then you have to drop the settings to minimum graphics, and then when you pass it, then you have to go back and increase it to maximum, and it says, God, like this game is just annoying. This game is frustrating. It's frustrating. If I were to rate Perseus Mandate, I would give this game a 5 out of 10. The game was just meh, like it was just average. I believe this game was a waste of my time. Perseus Mandate was not necessary. So overall, what do I think about the game in general? Like the F.E.A.R, the base game. The main F.E.A.R game was, I love this game. The game was just beautiful and nice and satisfying to play. So nice horror game, creepy horror music, creepy horror sound, a lot of jump scares, a lot of creepy things to look at. The action in this game is good. It is balanced. The game is not so scary that they take away the action, and the action is not so actionish that they take away the horrorness. Then what kind of weird English am I even speaking? Is actionish even a word? Whatever, man. This is the overall rating. The base game, 8.5 out of 10. F.E.A.R. Extraction Point did not finish. F.E.A.R. Perseus Mandate, 5 over 10. So in my opinion, you don't need to play F.E.A.R. Perseus Mandate. I think if you play the base game, that is just F.E.A.R. Part 1, you are good. But if you're able to finish F.E.A.R. Extraction Point, good for you. But I was not able to finish, so I don't really have much to say about that. That is all I have for this video. I really enjoyed the game. I love the game. Some might like the game, some might not like the game, but I think this is a good game overall. Have you played the game? Are you looking forward to playing the game, or are you going to pass? You're not interested in this bad graphics looking kind of game. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. What was your experience playing the game and all. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, share the video, and I will see you in the next video.